Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Pub Quizzle tonight with me, your host, Ali B. It is Pub Quizzle time, which must mean it is a Tuesday night, and we are in the 7th week of our Pub Quizzle here all together. Can you believe it? So week 7. I hope this is a lucky week for you and you level up on that quizzing bragging rights ladder. So last week we had a 98, that's what I heard, that is the top score that I heard, so we're edging ever closer to that triple figure winning score. Talking of triple figures, I have officially hit triple figures on my YouTube subscribers with 103. I know, trying not to let it to go to my head too much, but you know, with you guys as real good quality quizzes that you are, I am always having to come up with different things to challenge you and different ways to keep you on your toes. So for any newbies here tonight, how do we play? Well, you can play as a team together in your living room. You can play against one another. Maybe you want to challenge your neighbours. Maybe you're going to challenge some colleagues. Maybe you're going to be talking over WhatsApp or another Zoom while you play together and listen to me. And hey, if you're playing on your own tonight, that is absolutely fine too. And as I say, you're not really playing on your own because you're playing here with me, Ali B. So the important thing is the rounds. We will have 6 rounds of 15 questions, and a bit of quick maths tells you that adds up to 90, but I've just been talking about a 98 score. So what's that all about? Well, the twist in the tail at Pub Quizzle is that you can play a joker on one of your rounds tonight, which means that you double your points on that round. So rather than only 15 being available, there are 30 points available, making a total of 105 points available tonight at the Pub Quizzle. So an important tactical and strategic move as to where you play that joker, and to help you decide, we better have a look at what the rounds are going to be tonight. So let's have a look at them. So round 1 this evening is going to be history. Round 2 is going to be sport and games, not just sport but games as well. Round 3, this is our audio round as always, and tonight this is going to be famous film lines. So you will hear a famous line from a film and you have to identify the title of that film. At the halfway mark we take a brief break of about 5 minutes, and then we come back and I will take you through all of the answers for the first half of the Quizzle tonight. Then I will give you a reminder of the rounds that are about to come, so you can decide if you haven't played your joker at that point. And those rounds will be round 4, potluck, so that is just random trivia, all the different facts that I have going around in my head or things I have read of interest over the past couple of weeks. Round 5, we have a new round this evening. I have been listening to different things people have been telling me, and we have a gossip round. So what does that mean? That is celebrity gossip, reality show gossip, tabloid gossip, all different things that fall under the gossip umbrella. So perhaps that's going to be quite polarizing tonight, but perhaps somewhere where you might want to play your strategic joker. And then finally, round 6 is going to be our picture round as always, and this week it is a guess the logo round. So you will see a logo of a particular brand, organization, company, and all you have to do is identify what that is from the logo. I will then go through all of the answers for the second half of the night, and you will top up your score out of 105 and have a look on that quizzing bragging rights ladder to see where you fall, from quizzing noodle all the way up to quizzing titan. So I think that is all the info. I will try and do my best to remind you at the start of each round and ask you if you would like to play your joker. Integrity, hand on heart, you declare it, and then you only double up your points in that round when you are marking your scores. So if we have pencils and pens at the ready, have a quick look again, decide where you're going to play your joker, and we will move to round 1 tonight, which is our history round. So if you would like to be bold and play your joker on the first round tonight, please do so. Declare it to your fellow players, to me, to yourself, to whoever's listening tonight. And we will get cracking with our first question of the evening, which is, who was the first president of the United States of America? Who was the first president of the United States of America? As I always say, never leave any gaps. Always put a guess, even if you're not sure. You're never going to score anything for a gap on your paper. Always worth a guess. Question number 2. What is the oldest university in England? What is the oldest university in England? Question number 3. A surprise attack by the Japanese on which naval base led to the US entering World War II? A surprise attack by the Japanese on which naval base led to the US entering World War II? Question number 4. Who kept a diary during the Great Fire of London in 1666? Who kept a famous diary, of course, I should say, during the Great Fire of London in 1666? There may have been a few during that time, but I want to know who kept the famous diary during the Great Fire of London. Question number 5. What year was Elizabeth II's coronation? What year was Queen Elizabeth II's coronation? Question number 6. Which French saint was nicknamed the Maid of Orleans and was burned at the stake in 1431? Which French saint was nicknamed the Maid of Orleans and was burned at the stake in 1431? I'm sporting a midnight blue bow tie this evening. It may appear black, I'm not sure on what you can see, but it is navy midnight to match my specs and my jumpsuit this evening. Question number 7. Which football team were aboard the British European Airways flight in 1958, which was tragically part of the Munich air disaster? Which football team were aboard the British European Airways flight in 1958, which was tragically part of the Munich air disaster? Question number 8. Which of Henry VIII's wives died post-childbirth? Which of Henry VIII's wives died post-childbirth? Question number 9. Aquae Sulis was the Roman name for which English city? Aquae Sulis was the Roman name for which English city? Question number 10. Which star was shot by Mark Chapman in Manhattan in 1980? Which star was shot by Mark Chapman in Manhattan in 1980? We'll be moving on to our last 5 questions for this first round. So if you've got any gaps and you need to just note down what the question was for numbers 1 to 10, please do so now before we move on. All right, so question number 11. What is the call sign given to the President of the United States plane first used in 1953? What is the call sign given to the President of the United States plane first used in 1953? Question number 12. Which nationality was the polar explorer Roald Amundsen? Which nationality was the polar explorer Roald Amundsen? Question 13. What was signed by King John at Runnymede in 1215? What was signed by King John at Runnymede in 1215? And finally, no, not yet, question 14 first. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were two of the astronauts on the Apollo 11 mission, but what was the name of the mission's third astronaut who didn't walk on the moon? Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were two of the astronauts on the Apollo 11 mission, but what was the name of the mission's third astronaut who didn't walk on the moon? And finally, question number 15, your last question for the history round tonight is: which well-known event of 1605 was a failed assassination attempt against King James I? Which well-known event of 1605 was a failed assassination attempt against King James I? And that is the end of your history round tonight, everybody. I hope any early jokers were well played. As we move on now to our second round of the evening, which is going to be sport and games. So on the matter of jokers, would anyone like to play their joker for this round? Any sports fans out there, please do so declare that you want to play as we move to our first question of round two, which is: which sport takes place in a velodrome? Which sport takes place in a velodrome? Question number 2. What is the first property after go on a British Monopoly board? What is the first property after go on a British Monopoly board? Question number 3. What is the name of the men's golf tournament contested between Europe and the USA every 2 years? What is the name of the men's golf tournament contested between Europe and the USA every 2 years? Question number 4. Which British rower won gold medals at 5 consecutive Olympic Games? Which British rower won gold medals at 5 consecutive Olympic Games? Question number 5. In 10-pin bowling, what is the term used if a player knocks down all 10 pins with 2 bowls? In 10-pin bowling, what is the term used if a player knocks down all 10 pins with 2 bowls? Question number 6. Which chess piece can move diagonally and in a direction? Which chess piece can move diagonally and in no other direction? Question 7. What was cricketer Ian Botham's nickname? Number 7. What was cricketer Ian Botham's nickname? Question 8. What does the board game Ludo mean in English? What does the board game name Ludo mean in English? Number 9. Which sportsman's famous last words in 1999 reportedly were, "I finally Marilyn"? Which sportsman's famous last words in 1999 reportedly were, "I finally get to see Marilyn"? And question number 10. Which country does Lego come from? Which does Lego come from? Moving to question number 11. How many players are there on a baseball team? How many players are there on a baseball team? Question number 12. In the Tour de France, who is awarded the polka dot jersey? In the Tour de France, who is awarded the polka dot jersey? Question number 13. In darts, how many points do you score for a bullseye? In darts, how many points do you score for a bullseye? Question 14. What is the name of the British triple jumper who won gold at the 2000 Olympics? What is the name of the British triple jumper who won gold at the 2000 Olympics? And your final question in the sport and games round this evening. Question number 15 is: what was the nickname of basketballer Irvin Johnson Jr.? What was the nickname of basketballer Irvin Johnson Jr.? And that is the end of your sport and games round tonight. Bit of a mixture there of sports and various games, some games that perhaps people wouldn't refer to as sports. So there we go. Okay, now we're moving on to our third round tonight, which is our audio round as always. And tonight is going to be Guess the Film. So you're going to hear a famous line from a famous film and you will have to identify the title of that film. Okay, so if anyone would like to play their joker for this round tonight, please do so. Declare it now. And what I will do is I will play each film line twice. So I'll play each film line twice and we'll run through from clip number 1 through to clip 15. So volume up and listen carefully as we go to our first clip film line for this evening. Which film does this come from? One moment. Which film does this line come from?
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
All right, let's hear that again.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Okay, that is your first clip this evening. Question number 2. Which film is this line from?
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Okay, let's hear that again.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Okay, that was your second film clip of the night. Question number 3. Which film is this line from?
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Okay, let's hear that again. Quite a short one. Let's hear it again.
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
As that was very short, I am going to play that one final third time. Listen closely.
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Okay, that was your third clip for this evening. Moving on to question number 4. Which film is this from?
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Okay, let's hear that one again.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Okay, which film was that from? Question number 5. Which film might we have heard this line in?
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Okay, let's hear that again.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Very short there. That's question number 5. Question number 6.
Houston, we have a problem.
Let's hear that again.
Houston, we have a problem.
Okay. Moving on to question number 7. Which film is this line from?
If you build it, he will come.
Let's hear that again.
If you build it, he will come.
Okay, what film was that from? Question number 8.
You can't handle the truth.
One more time.
You can't handle the truth.
That was number 8. All right, question number 9.
I am your father.
Say that again.
I am your father.
Very famous one there. So I would like the film name for that one as well, if that makes sense. I want the actual film name. Question number 10.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
All right, one more time.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
All right. Question number 11. Which film is this line from?
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Okay, once more.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Okay. Question number 12.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Okay, let's hear that again.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Okay. That was number 12. Moving into our last 3 clips of the night. Question number 13.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
One more time.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
Okay. Question number 14.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Let's hear that again.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Okay, and your final clip for the audio round tonight. Question number 15. Which film does this line come from?
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Let's hear that again.
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Okay, and they are your 15 clips for this evening. So that is your round complete. But because I am a very generous quiz master, I will play them all through once more. So from the top, I will play every clip. All right, so just quickly going through. This is question number 1.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Question number 2.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Question number 3.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Question number 4.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Question number 5.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Question number 6.
Houston, we have a problem.
Question number 7.
If you build it, he will come.
Question number 8.
You can't handle the truth.
Question 9.
I am your father.
Question 10.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
Question 11.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Question 12.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Question 13.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
Question 14.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
And finally, question 15 for your audio round tonight.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Okay, and that is the end of your first half of your pub quizzle tonight. We will be going to a short break now, so you can recharge your glasses, check over your answers, have those final conversations with your team if you're playing with a team, and confirm everything. And then after our 5 minutes break, we will go through all of the answers for the first half. So I will see you shortly. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of the pub quizzle tonight. I hope you are all topped up on your drinks. I hope you've checked over your answers and you are ready to go through them all. Okay, so moving back to our first round from this evening, which was history. So our first question of the night was: who was the first president of the United States of America? And that is George Washington, or was George Washington, I should say. Number 2, what is the oldest university in England? That is Oxford University. Question number 3, a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor brought the US into the Second World War. Question number 4, who kept a famous diary during the Great Fire of London? That was Samuel Pepys. Samuel Pepys. Question number 5, what year was Elizabeth II's coronation? That was 1953, so she became queen in 52, but they did wait until 53. So there was a sufficient period after her father's death for the coronation. Question 6, which French saint was nicknamed the Maid of Orleans and burnt at the stake? That was Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. Question 7, which football team were aboard the British European Airways flight, which was tragically part of the Munich air disaster? That was Manchester United. Manchester United. Number 8, which of Henry VIII's wives died post-childbirth? Jane Seymour, after giving birth to Edward VI. Question number 9, Aquae Sulis was the Roman name for Bath, for the city of Bath. Question number 10, which star was shot by Mark Chapman in Manhattan? That was John Lennon. John Lennon. Question number 11, what is the call sign given to the President of the United States plane, first used in 1953? That is Air Force One. Air Force One. Question 12, what nationality was the polar explorer Roald Amundsen? He was Norwegian. He was Norwegian. Question 13, what was signed by King John at Runnymede in 1215? That was the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta. Question 14, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were 2 people on the Apollo 11 mission. The third was Michael Collins, never walked on the moon. Question 15 was, what well-known event of 1605 was a failed assassination on James I? That was the Gunpowder Plot. I will accept Guy Fawkes' plot or anything within that vicinity. Alrighty, question number 1 of our second round, which was sport and games. So, what sport takes place in a velodrome? That is cycling. Cycling. Question number 2, the first property after go on a Monopoly board is Old Kent Road. Old Kent Road. The golf tournament contested between the US and Europe. The male competition every 2 years is the Ryder Cup. The Ryder Cup. Question 4, which British rower won gold medals at 5 consecutive Olympics? Sir Steve Redgrave. Steve Redgrave. Question 5, in 10-pin bowling, what is the term used if you knock over all the pins with 2 bowls? That is a spare. A strike with 1, a spare with 2. Question 6, which chess piece can move diagonally and in no other direction? That is the bishop. Question 7, what was cricketer Ian Botham's nickname? He was Beefy. He was Beefy. Question 8. What does the Latin board game name Ludo mean in English? It means I play. Question 9. Which sportsman's famous last words reportedly were, I finally get to see Marilyn? That was Joe DiMaggio, the baseball player to whom she was married. Question number 10. Where does Lego come from? Which country? It comes from Denmark, of course. Question 11. How many players are there on a baseball team? We have 9 players on a baseball team. Question 12. In the Tour de France, who is awarded the polka dot journey? jersey, I should say. That is the King of the Mountains. So the most mountain points scored receives the red and white polka dot jersey. Question 13. In darts, how many points do you score for the bullseye? 50 points for the bull. 14. What's the name of the triple jumper who won gold for Britain at the 2000 Olympics? Jonathan Edwards. And finally, for Sport and Games, what was the nickname of basketballer Irvin Johnson Jr.? He was Magic Johnson. All right, now moving to our audio round, the famous film lines. So number 1, that was Forrest Gump and his box of chocolates. Number 2 was The Wizard of Oz, There's No Place Like Home. Number 3, negative Ghost Rider, The Pattern is Full, that is Top Gun. Question 4, she wanted him to paint her like one of his French girls in Titanic. Question 5, you're gonna need a bigger boat, that was Jaws. Number 6, Houston, we have a problem in Apollo 13. Question number 7, build it and he will come. That was Field of Dreams. Number 8, you can't handle the truth in A Few Good Men. Number 9, I Am Your Father. It is of course Star Wars, but it was The Empire Strikes Back, episode 5. So going to be strict on that one. Won't give the point for Star Wars, only the point for Empire Strikes Back. Number 10, I can't believe it, I'm losing to a rug. There had to be a Disney film in there. That is Aladdin, when the genie is playing chess with the carpet. Number 11, Just Keep Swimming. That is, of course, Finding Nemo. Question 12, I'm kind of a big deal. That is Anchorman. Well, nobody's perfect. That is Some Like It Hot. Question 14, Inigo Montoya. He is in The Princess Bride. And finally, Where We're Going, We Don't Need Roads. That is, of course, Back to the Future. And that is Doc saying that. So, how did you go? Did those jokers pay off? We will see as we move now to our 4th round of the night. Just a reminder, as I promised I would, the upcoming rounds, for those of you that haven't played their jokers yet. 4th is potluck, which is just random trivia. 5th round is going to be our gossip round tonight. So tabloid gossip, celebrity gossip, reality TV gossip, and our picture round tonight, number 6, is going to be logos. So if you haven't played your joker yet, would you like to play it on our potluck round tonight? If so, please do declare that you will be playing your joker as we move to question 1, which is, what is Dom Perignon credited with inventing? What is Dom Perignon credited with inventing? Question number 2. Which painting is also known as La Gioconda? Which painting is also known as La Gioconda? Question number 3. What is the chemical symbol for tungsten? What is the chemical symbol for tungsten? Have you been revising that periodic table? It seems to be a consistent question. Question number 4. What is the name of the fictional material that weakens Superman's powers? What is the name of the fictional material that weakens Superman's powers? Question 5. What is the capital of Brazil? What is the capital of Brazil? Question number 6. Trivia was a goddess in which ancient mythology? Trivia was a goddess in which ancient mythology? Question number 7. What colour is the drink absinthe? What colour is the drink absinthe? Question number 8. In which city of the UK would you find both St Chad's and St Philip's cathedrals? In which city of the UK would you find both St Chad's and St Philip's cathedrals? Question number 9. Which TV talent show did pop group Little Mix win in 2011? Which TV talent show did pop group Little Mix win in 2011? And your 10th question for the potluck round tonight is, if you suffer from glossophobia, what are you afraid of? If you suffer from glossophobia, what are you afraid of? Okay, moving on now to question 11 for potluck. Who wrote the Satanic Verses? Who wrote the Satanic Verses? Question number 12. In computing, what does the acronym RAM stand for? In computing, what does the acronym RAM stand for? Question number 13. Who presents the TV quiz show Pointless alongside Alexander Armstrong? Who presents the TV quiz show Pointless alongside Alexander Armstrong? Question number 14. What is the name of the princess who marries Shrek? What is the name of the princess who marries Shrek? And finally, your last question on the potluck round tonight is question number 15. In which US state would you find Harvard University? In which US state would you find Harvard University? And that brings us to the end of our potluck round tonight. It also brings me to the end of my glass of wine. I'm drinking a French rosé this evening. Very nice it is too. I think I will have a second after the quiz is finished. But we are now moving on to our gossip round tonight. So a new round entering round 5 this evening. So if anyone would like to play their joker on the gossip round, any gossip kings and queens, now is your chance. Okay, so question 1 is, what was the name of the Sunday tabloid paper which was owned by Rupert Murdoch and ceased circulation in 2011? What was the name of the Sunday tabloid paper which was owned by Rupert Murdoch and ceased circulation in 2011? Question number 2. What does the acronym WAGS stand for? What does the acronym WAGS stand for? Question number 3. Who is the rapper husband of Kim Kardashian? Who is the rapper husband of Kim Kardashian? Question number 4. Who dangled his baby from the 3rd floor balcony of a German hotel in November 2002 while fans gathered below? Who dangled his baby from the 3rd floor balcony of a German hotel in November 2002 while fans gathered below? Question 5. Which reality TV show did Danny Dyer's daughter appear on? Which reality TV show did Danny Dyer's daughter appear on? Question number 6. What Hollywood starlet was arrested for shoplifting from the Saks Fifth Avenue in Beverly Hills? What Hollywood starlet was arrested for shoplifting from Saks Fifth Avenue in Beverly Hills? Question number 7. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie met on the set of which film? Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie met on the set of which film? Question number 8. In 1991, who famously posed naked on the cover of Vanity Fair at 7 months pregnant? In 1991, who famously posed naked on the cover of Vanity Fair at 7 months pregnant? Question number 9. Which reality star did Forbes report to be the world's youngest billionaire in its 2020 list? Which reality star did Forbes report to be the world's youngest billionaire in its 2020 list? Question number 10. With over 216 million followers, which footballer is the most followed individual on Instagram? With over 216 million followers, which footballer is the most followed individual on Instagram? Now we have a few social media influencers out there, someone to aspire to. I mean, my 103 subscribers on YouTube. Watch out, footballer. Alrighty, moving on to question number 11. Which celebrity was the victim of an infamous wardrobe malfunction during the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show? Which celebrity was the victim of an infamous wardrobe malfunction during the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show? Question number 12. What was the name of the US reality TV show that starred wealthy socialites Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie? What was the name of the US reality TV show that starred wealthy socialites Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie? Question 13. Whose fan base is known as the Little Monsters? Whose fan base is known as the Little Monsters? Question number 14. Known as Nasty Nick, Nicholas Bateman was the villain on the first series of which reality TV show? Known as Nasty Nick, Nicholas Bateman was the villain on the first series of which reality TV show? And finally, your last question in the gossip round tonight is question number 15. Which foodstuff achieved the highest number of likes ever for a post on Instagram with over 50 million? Which foodstuff achieved the highest number of likes ever for a post on Instagram with over 50 million? And that brings us to the end of our gossip round tonight. Try to get a variety of questions there from now, the 10s, the noughties and the 90s, just so there was a bit of variety for you all. I hope that our gossip and pop culture kings and queens out there enjoyed that round. I hope everyone else did as well, because we're now moving into our final round of the night, which is our picture round. And tonight that is going to be Guess the Logo. So you're going to see the logos of 15 different brands, companies, organisations, famous things that we use all day, every day. And all I want you to do is write down the name of that brand or organisation. Okay, as always, I will give you the pictures in 3 sets of 5 and you will have 2 minutes for each set of 5. I will set a timer and I'll give you a 30-second warning when I'm about to move on, because unlike the audio round, I will not show you the pictures again. So once they have gone, they have gone. Okie doke. So your first set of pictures is as follows. Here we go. "30 seconds to go, everyone. 30 seconds to go on these 5. "5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And here's your second set of logos. 30 seconds to go, everyone. Five seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. And here's your last 5 logos for the night, everybody. "30 seconds left for our quiz tonight, everyone." Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is your round complete for tonight. Your picture round is complete, and so is your quiz for this evening. So, as I say, check out the Quizzing Bragging Rights ladder. Have a look, have a think about where you were last week, or maybe if this is your first week quizzing, this is the Quizzing Bragging Rights ladder that is incredibly important. So in order to find out where we are, we need to have a look at some answers. Okie doke, so let's go back to our potluck round for tonight. And our first question: what is Dom Perignon credited with inventing? That is, of course, champagne. That is champagne. Question number 2. Which painting is also known as La Gioconda? That is the Mona Lisa. That is the Mona Lisa. Question number 3. The chemical symbol for tungsten. Did that periodic table revision pay off? Tungsten is W. W. Question number 4. What is the name of the fictional material that weakens Superman's powers? That is kryptonite. Kryptonite, not on the periodic table. Number 5. What is the capital of Brazil? Brasilia. It is not Rio, it is Brasilia. Question number 6. Trivia was a goddess in Roman mythology. She was the goddess of sorcery and witchery. Question number 7. What colour is the drink absinthe? That is green. That is green. Number 8. In which city of the UK would you find both St Chad's and St Philip's cathedrals? Ding, ding, ding. There is your Birmingham question tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have both of those cathedrals in Birmingham. Question number 9. Which TV talent show did pop group Little Mix win in 2011? They did win X Factor. Question 10. If you suffer from glossophobia, what are you afraid of? Public speaking often tops the list of phobias, glossophobia. Question 11. Who wrote the Satanic Verses? That was Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie. Question number 12. In computing, what does the acronym RAM stand for? That is Random Access Memory. Random Access Memory. Question number 3. Who presents the TV quiz show Pointless alongside Alexander Armstrong? That is Richard Osman. Richard Osman. Very nice guy. Question number 14. What is the name of the princess who marries Shrek? She is Princess Fiona. Princess Fiona. And finally for potluck, number 15, in which US state would you find Harvard University? That is in Massachusetts. It is in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Okie doke. Now moving on to our gossip round for the night. Number 1, the tabloid paper, which was owned by Murdoch and ceased circulation in 2011. The news of the world, the news of the world. Number 2, the acronym WAGS stands for Wives and Girlfriends, commonly used for those football significant others. Question 3, who's the rapper husband of Kim Kardashian? Kanye West. She is known as Kim Kardashian West now. Number 4, who dangled his baby over the balcony of a German hotel? That was Michael Jackson all those years ago. Question number 5, which reality TV show did Danny Dyer's daughter appear on? She was on Love Island. She was on Love Island. She's now on the Surf advert. So, you know, dizzy heights of fame there. Question number 6, which Hollywood starlet was arrested for shoplifting at Saks? That was Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder. Number 7, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie met on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Number 8, in 1991, who posed naked on Vanity Fair while 7 months pregnant? Demi Moore. Demi Moore. Number 9, which reality star did Forbes report to be the world's youngest billionaire in its 2020 list? Kylie Kardashian, the youngest of the Kardashian sisters. That should be Kylie Jenner. That is my error there. That should be Kylie Jenner, not Kylie Kardashian. Question number 10. With over 216 million followers, which footballer is the most followed individual on Insta? That is Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Question number 11. Who was the victim of the wardrobe malfunction at the 2004 Super Bowl? That was Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. Question number 12. What was the name of the US reality show that had Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie appearing? That was The Simple Life. The Simple Life. Question number 13. Whose fan base is known as Little Monsters? Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Question 14. Nasty Nick was on the first series of Big Brother. Big Brother. And finally, question number 15. Which foodstuff achieved the most likes on an Instagram post? It was an egg. An egg achieved 50 million plus likes. So there we go. So apologies there, Kylie Jenner. She is part of the Kardashian crew, but her surname is Jenner. So you should, strictly speaking, have put Kylie Jenner for question number 9. Finally, round 6, our picture round. This evening, guess the logo. So what were these brands that were represented by the logos? Number 1 was Chanel. Number 2 was Facebook. Number 3 was Unilever. Number 4 was Wikipedia. Number 5 was Starbucks. Number 6 was Dropbox. Number 7 was Bacardi. Number 8 was Mitsubishi. Number 9 was Rolex. Number 10, that was the Nike swoosh. Number 11, that was Logitech. Number 12, that was the ING Lion. Number 13, Pantene. Number 14, Malibu. And finally, your last logo and your final answer for this evening. That was Chevrolet. So everyone, how did you go tonight? How are you sitting on that ladder of quizzing bragging rights? Have you leveled up? Have you slipped back perhaps? Did your joker pay off this evening, or was it a poor tactical move? I hope you have done well this evening. I hope you've enjoyed playing. As always, tomorrow we will be playing the Schools Out Quizlets Quizzle for 7 to 11-year-olds at 4 p.m. on this channel as well. So if your kids would like to come along and play, very similar, shorter, only about 45 minutes, but please do bring them along. You can play with them as well. Big kids always welcome. And of course, if you would like to let me know how you've done this evening, I am on Twitter at Ali_Bon and also on Instagram at Ali_Bon as well. Or if you have my phone number, please do text me your scores for tonight. Otherwise, it just remains to say thank you very much everyone for quizzling with me this evening. Enjoyed it as always, and I'll be here again next week. As we know, we may be in lockdown for a little bit longer, so the pub quizzle always remains open. Thanks everyone, and I will see you soon. Farewell.